Welcome. The Fort Vancouver Regional Libraries catalog is a global library community where each user has the ability to share and participate as much or as little as they wish. In this video, we'll explore the privacy settings available with your catalog profile. We'll look at where the settings can be adjusted and how much you as a community member will be displaying as you edit them. Since you created a username when registering, you're already pretty anonymous, but you can control your content even more. Let's dive in. How visible is your content with a new profile in the catalog? As a new member, you have 3 shelves onto which you can place titles in order to track your activity. For later, are titles you plan to borrow. In progress are items you've currently got checked out. Completed are items you've already finished. Because your user profile is visible to all users, these shelves are set to private by default, as you saw when you first registered your account with the online catalog. This means your reading interests and history is private unless you wish to share it. Your recent activity, on the other hand, is set to public by default, but can be made private if you wish. It might consist of items you add to your shelves, lists you create, comments and ratings you share, and even lists or comments from other members that you like. This kind of content may appear in the Recent Activity page under the Browse menu, but it's most visible when you or someone else is actively viewing your profile, as I'm viewing Spirited Away's profile right now. So where can you adjust your privacy settings? You can access the settings to edit them by logging in, using the link in the upper right of the website and scrolling down the user menu to select My Settings. From here, focus on the 2 links under Privacy in the left navigation or down further in the main page. Click on My Shelves, and you can choose to change your settings for one or more of your shelves. Keep in mind that these settings are not retroactive, so the visibility changes moving forward. You can see where I changed my settings because the locks are missing. If something is already visible, it'll stay that way, unless you manage it title by title. Now look at My Feeds, and where you can check that as private and save. I recommend this from the start because, again, changes aren't retroactive. Don't worry, your holds, checkouts, and bills remain private and are not included in your recent activity feed. Same for any purchase suggestions or saved searches. You may choose to share My Shelves and Activity feed, but none of your contributed content is stored in such a way that it can be matched with your real name unless you display it. And here's how you can do that in My Settings. Just please don't, for your own privacy. I'm only showing you how, because this is also where you can change your username. Now let's look at a profile with a little more activity by choosing My Profile from the My Account menu. My Profile displays items on my shelves and feed. We can see that the feed is public, but several items have a locked padlock beside them, indicating they are private. Notice the little 3-dot icons next to each activity. This allows us to remove it from the feed altogether, or mark it private or public. So what is visible, and how can people find your profile? If you opt to make a comment or other contribution or share a public list, your username is visible in the title display page, and other community members, globally, can click to view your profile, which in this person's case is sharing quite a bit. If you have everything private, others won't see much, other than your username and library. If you know someone's username, you can search for it and find their profile that way, but that's more likely if you know the person in real life. In any case, you are only able to see what they allow, and you can do the same for yourself. In all instances, your profile may be followed by others, and you may choose to follow other users. In this case, whatever that user deems public is still all that is visible. We'll talk about this again in other videos. This has been specifically about personalizing your privacy settings in the new catalog. There are so many more features and personalizations you may want to make. I encourage you to view any or all of these additional videos as often as you need, especially about contributing content. When you know what you can do, some of the privacy options will make more sense. We want you to make the best use of the new online catalog and app for your needs. Please contact us with your questions. We're here to help.